Good afternoon. I'm back to play a little bit more of Once Upon a Rogue's Tale, fairy tale themed deck builder. And now, the last time through, we ended on having played through Jack. I am going to see about playing through Red again, and then I will just cycle through them and see what's what. Today, our freebie is 250 extra coins for the next run. And we'll go ahead and do that. We'll select red. And we have two different passive abilities. One, red receives 2 block, and the other one, all allies received 1 block. It looks like you can only have one passive ability at any given time. They look super cute together. These are different difficulty settings. We're already getting our butt kicked by Snow White at the end, so let's maybe not mess with that at the moment. And we'll run through the forest. See if we can remember how Red Riding Hood works. All right, this begins fairly standard, like most fairy tales. Red Riding Hood's grandmother has gone missing, and she is the only one who can find Grandma. All right, let's take a look. I want to go up this side because this is the side that gets me the campsite. So, start off with the angry villager. Now, red uses the green dice to decide how many actions she gets. We want to hit the angry villager twice. We need to have 4 dice, and we have 5. So, receives 2 strength and 1 fatigue. Fatigue reduces the dice next time, and strength increases the hits. But that's not going to be enough to really make much of a difference. So I think for this, we are just going to hit him twice. That is it. Now, these will carry over into the next round, but I don't like giving up a dice. So, oh, he gives me fragile anyways. Fragile is less defense. Fatigue is fewer dice. Alright, so he has made me fragile. This has given me plenty of turns. Alright. Although in this case, it doesn't really... There's not a lot of healing. And I don't think that strength is really going to make much of a difference in this case. So, go ahead and just hit him twice. And we win. 30 coins. All right. None of these are enormously useful. Flower bouquet at least has the advantage of being cheap. So we'll go with that. Or I should say, I have not found those cards particularly useful. All right. wheelchair has found a house with 7 small beds. I get my hit points back, or I can get a warm meal, which is a healing card. I'm going to go ahead and take the card, which is a one-time consumable to heal for 2 HP, which honestly is not that much, but you can use it every time it comes up. So go ahead and finish that. This is going to take us here. The wild boar. The wild boar is actually pretty useful. And the extra dice is always very useful. I'm gonna be honest. There are not a lot of cards for red that I get a lot of use out of. But I do recall liking the boar well enough. He's mostly defensive, and he fills up a spot. We're going to put him on the outside because he very rarely has to hit anybody. That wipes out our bank, but such is life. Although she says I may regret that as I go forward. And this is where we meet the gingerbread witch, and we can either help the witch or help the children. And I'm honestly, most of the time I help the witch because I kind of like her skill set, but this time around, let's help the children. Okay. We don't actually get any help from Hansel and Gretel until afterwards. So we're going to have to rely on this. Okay. He's going to give everybody some block. We can give more block. We probably should. She's going to hit him. That will take one of our random dice, which I think we're okay. Let's give ourselves a bit more block. And let's hit twice, and that is the end of that. Can't really do anything else. Take aim, considering use to not be useful. But I need way more dice for that. The number of dice I have is the number of actions, which means the number of options. Okay. So, this time around, she's mostly going to be suiting herself. So let's heal. The ally will heal red, and we are going to hit twice, wear her down. We put some more block on red. Now the gingerbread witch has got some shield up. And so, okay. But I don't think it's going to do an awful lot of trouble. So, a lot going on down here. Go ahead and put all the block on red. That should keep her safe from any harm. And the gingerbread witch. When the gingerbread witch strikes, she often harms herself. So there's no heal down here, and there's nothing that we can carry into the next round. So that's the end of the witch. Together, the three of them ran into the forest. Come with me, you'll be safe here. Choose the breadcrumbs, discard one card, and draw 3. Right. Fragile lowers defense. This increases dice but lowers defense. Emergency plan. Blocks receiving damage and swaps position with another character. Swaps all allies with a random neighbor. All allies receive 2 blocks. That's actually pretty good. All right, Hansel. Passive ability. Changes to Gretel and draws 1 card. He can do 3 damage, or he can inflict 2 limping. That is useful if you have someone who swaps places for bot. Gretel. Whenever Gretel changes her position, she changes to Hansel and receives a random die. So they can really up your resources. So I guess one of the things that you can do is you can start off with Hansel, hit them with limping, and then switch to Gretel and receive and Gretel swaps them around. All in. Fly takes 4 damage, receives 1 fatigue, receives 1 rooted, but gets 3 random die. It costs 0. So it is a last ditch kind of thing if you've got nothing else on the table. He always costs. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Hansel. Or with Gretel, sorry. Because I like Gretel. Absolutely. Yeah, I have not played them very much, so we'll have to play around and see what happens. Okay, so we can do they also share a health pool, so we could do a battle and then hit up, or we could do a story beat. The story beats are not inherently dangerous. All right, he wants to trade, and if you trade, you get to swap a card. I tend to trade, which is fine. Don't give away the food. Away the strength. And then I can choose a rolling pin or a random dice. I like the dice. All right. We're going to go ahead and rest. Heal the team, although we're not doing so bad. So at every campsite, you can unlock an ability. Red's ability is that for 2 dice, she can get 4 block and 1 energy. Hansel and Gretel's. Per 3 endurance on ally receives 1 strength, 1 die, draws 1 card, and loses all endurance. How do you apply endurance, though? I guess if you had the gingerbread witch with you, because the gingerbread witch puts endurance on herself all the time. For now, let's unlock red. Receives 4 block. That's pretty good. Okay, I forgot to check. All right, they all take green. That simplifies the math anyways. All right, the unicorns rearrange people a lot. So, oh, it doesn't matter what you choose. You always start off with Gretel. All right. I'm gonna hold one of the boar in return, just in case, but honestly what we need is more green. Okay. He's gonna go after the boar. She's gonna do things to him. Let's hit her. She can't really do much. You up. Nothing's hitting me yet. Let's wait on that. Okay. All right, hold off on you. Let's see, I can fire off to... I could shuffle. All right, he shuffles with a random neighbor. I could move him back and forth and hope to trigger Hansel changing into Gretel. Or we could just hold off for a minute. All right, what really needs to happen here is we need to fire off a couple arrows. We don't have any strength. Swap all allies with a random neighbor. I wonder if that would trigger Hansel. Yes, it did. Okay. So that's a useful card to have because it swaps them if you want. Enemy takes 3 damage and swaps with a random neighbor. So that hurts the poor unicorn. I mean, that's just mean. But what you gonna do? And now you have enough to take the unicorn out of the equation. Okay. All right, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Problem is that sometimes red has trouble getting people from the outside edge. Yeah, see, she has no available target. So Do I want to do anything before I swap them? No. Yeah, we're going to do this. Now red can target everybody. So I just hit. And she does 4 damage. He can't do. That's okay, he only does 3 damage. So I have 2 cards left. I'm going to go ahead and defend red. Top her off, and he has endurance, which usually means he's saving up for something rude. Alright. Let's increase our odds as much as possible. Another. It's hard to tell, but I think it did give me an extra die, so here to get strength. That's okay. He'll be only take another couple shots. Alright. Right, the emergency plan was key for triggering the swap, as long as nobody's got limping. Alright. There's still really nothing I can buy because I bought the things that I wanted to. So let's hope that at the edge of a path stood a large oak tree. Red was admiring the tree when she heard a voice, "Let me out, let me out." She looked around. The mouth of the glass bottle was sticking out of the ground. You open the bottle, you get what's called a misery, which is kind of a random card that kind of gives you a debuff if you use it. Otherwise, it just kind of clutters up the world. Do not open the bottle, you lose 100 coin, which I don't really have anything to do with my money. I curse you. Although a few coins fell from her pocket, she ran as fast as she could. Alright. Not too bad, it just cost us some money. So, we're going to go ahead and fight the mini-boss. Okay. So, let's do this. Reroll gets us. Alright, some more options. Okay. I want to swap, but maybe I want the swap to be the last thing that I do because I do kind of need console 2. Alright. Console can give you limping. Red is going to take a shot, and we're going to trigger the swap so that we have Gretel. Alright. Might not have been the best strategy, but we'll see how it goes. Nobody's getting too many hits as my blocks are in place. Okay. So you have limping. You. Who can you hit? You have to hit the boar, which might or might not trigger the limping, but what you gonna do? Okay. Let's add a dice. Alright, let's hit you. Hit you. Play that card. She can't do anything else, so... Although... Health needs to be 20 HP or below, which she's at full health, so that's not an option. The swap only uses the allies. Okay. So we're just gonna have to hit you a couple times. And more meal we don't need at the moment. Okay. What we needed to do is, but this is a limitation because if you have 3 villagers, then Hansel putting limping, but then Gretel ends up, she can't target the guy who's limping. All right. Okay. You... Let's just get you. And... Okay. Don't have my swapper card. So we're just gonna have to hit you all times. That's the end of you. That's the end of you. That's the end of you. All right. You got poisoned, and now she's going to get hit. Probably should have shielded her, but oh well. Okay. That said, no available target. Because sometimes the diagonals really just, and I'm not entirely sure why some of them have a crown at times and some of them do not. All right, so let us hit you. Hit you. Emergency plan, that's not what I needed. Okay. Receive a random die. That didn't help. Where'd my random die go? Alright, well, get a Joker die again. So you... Well... That's not going to do any good. Because you can't shuffle him if there's no one to switch him with. Alright. There's a knack to Hansel and Gretel that I imagine I will figure out at some point. But this point is not that point. Alright, let's see. Blood red. She can't. move. Now, there we go. Hit. Can't hit. Draw cards. Nope. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Light X2 makes 3 random die. I really don't think it's worth all that much, honestly. Just go ahead and shield red. Yeah, all that has to happen is to hit him once. Okay. 2 strength, 1 strength, or 1 weak. Block for strength. Breadcrumbs. Fruit basket. I guess those can be used in conjunction with each other, but again, I never really found that Red's card set to be overly interesting. Possible I'm using it wrong. Okay, unlock an ability. I'm going ahead and do this even though I'm not entirely sure. How to apply endurance on anybody. Okay. So we are facing down against the big bad wolf. Fight against the wolf. All right. We need some more green card. Green dice. Green dice. We don't really get any. Don't need that. We don't need that. So for 3 endurance, there's no. I want to target. All right. Let's. All right, that puts 2 block or 3 block. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. Okay. Anyone can be targeted, but it's just the wolf, so that doesn't mean much. Okay. Wolf is going after red again. Alright. And red does 4 damage, and he's gonna do. And he takes 3 damage per 1 prey on them. She's got 2 prey. Everyone else has 1 prey. Alright. Oh, that doesn't make a difference. Huh. Alright. Yeah, he's targeted her. Doesn't matter where she is. Probably because of the prey. Alright, so, and now red can't do anything, and neither can anyone else because we're in the wrong space. So we're just gonna have to shield up and take the hits. All right, not too bad. Get everybody back where they belong, hopefully. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Hit. Can hit. And that's it. That's all we can do. All right. We're gonna go at. Oh, and she. So you have 6 damage and 1 prey. Alright. There's no strength. Alright. Hit. Hit. Defend. I'm not sure how you get rid of prey. Right. What a warm meal. I don't know if that made a difference. We're also... No, we're gonna need all of our hits. Okay. She can't do anything. That's where the 3 endurance might be useful. Interesting. I didn't do any good. Did I actually get the card that manages endurance? That is a terrible. Alright, that's something. Alright. Going after weakness, but the board doesn't actually hit anybody, so that doesn't matter. I'm gonna swap at the moment. When I guess it means she wouldn't do any damage even if she could hit who she was going after. Marked off her strength. Oh, I got something that tried to put strength on people. Okay. Survey says. Now, go for some basic defense. And try and try not to get hit too much. He says before getting hit repeatedly. This is just sad. Okay. Hold on to you in case I need to shield. Okay. See. Let's undo some of the damage there. Hit. Hit. Not much else that can be done. Yeah. I'm lucky he's going after the other characters and not necessarily targeting red. Because that is what I needed to do that and that. All right, we got some coins, we got some dice, we got a card. 4 strength and 3 fatigue, count in dice. At the start of each turn, a random enemy receives 1 weakness. All right, that's not too bad. Lying in wait. At the start of each turn, a random ally receives 1 strength. Let's do that. All right, so the wolf has a nice side and a scary side. So he can hit, and he puts prey on people when he does, which is very useful because then anyone can target them. Which means that Hansel and Gretel could be on the edge and still hit things. Or in his passive side, he draws 1 card and he hands out blocks. Okay. All right. The story continues. What have you done to my grandmother? I don't know your grandmother. Turns out he just has an outfit that's exactly like Grandma's. How awkward. Wolves have many enemies. I thought you were attacking me and wanted to defend myself. Pity stirred. Won't you come with me? Together we'll show people that not every wolf is bad. Okay. I think the wolf needs to be in the center, however. And then we'll see if we can bring Hansel and Gretel in. The wolf can put prey on people. We'll see if Hansel and Gretel can target them. So, the city. I'm skipping some of the text simply because the second or third time through, I don't need to read it over and over again. The wolf is uncomfortable in the city, and Red is sure they can find someone who helped them find Grandma. Okay, we want to go up this side because we want a chance at the character, although that blocks us off from the campsite until the very end. Ooh. No, with the third outfit. She's got all of her pieces. He still got something unblocked. And we've got all of their pieces. Oh no, though. We might need the campsite more than that because there's a lot of battles coming up. So let's go up this side. And let's see. Okay, the wolf wants, so I'm looking for red and green. Okay. So he now has prey on him. And he can target. Okay. That is what we're talking about. Okay. So we have plenty of greens. Hit. Hit and hit. That leaves that. Prey is still on him. Don't know how long that lasts. We can shield. Who's he going after? He's going after red. Not much of a shield, but a little one. She's weak, which means I need to put strength on her. Prey is gone. Emil is there, that's fine. He's got prey on them because he is on his lonesome. Alright, so limping isn't going to do any good. I could draw a card. She's weenified, and I don't have gather strength. Removes one weakness. There's still one weakness left, but I can't do anything, so do that. Don't have what it takes there. Don't have what it takes there. Alright, I think we're gonna let that go. Alright, they are stunned. Which is a problem. He's going after her. Gingerbread Man is like whacking himself, honestly. And that's the end of him. Turns fragile into ironclad. This was doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but I have two of them in my deck already. egg. Let's do you. All right. Story events. Yeah. In the straw house, you neither gain a misery from the wood house, lose HP from the stone house, or have to trade. Lose a card from the straw house. So I'm going to lose this one because I just got it and I have no idea how useful it's going to be. Right. Let's see. Oh, the tidy rat. Okay. Ally receives 3 block, removes a fearful, and removes an enrage. That's actually pretty useful. What's this one? Random ally receives 1 energy. That is a dice. Alright, I want more dice. I want the rat. She's extremely useful. Her passive is extremely useful, particularly going up against Snow White. Yes. I want the tidy rat. But we'll hold the tidy rat to the end because we are going to want to preserve her HP. So, one energy into random ally receives 1 strength. How many block is that? I'm squinting at the screen. Allies receives 3 block. And that's actually really useful. And that's really useful. Alright, we can't get over to that character. And we're gonna have to fight our way past 2 of these to get to a campsite. And then it's more fights to come. So. Alright. Let's see. Prey on her, which is fine because she is the weakest of the bunch. I'll go ahead and give the wolf a little bit more. And I'm actually also going to spawn the wolf. And now I have plenty of hits. And 3 dice left. Okay. The end of each turn, swap all allies. Okay, I think honestly what I want to do then is who's getting the prey on them? Okay. Alright. You have prey. You have prey. Bing. And bing. And you can just make a shot. That is it. That's all you can do. A moment. This is all endurance. For 3 endurance on ally, but I don't have a way of putting endurance on an ally. Alright. You can actually see them swapping. Okay, so... Oh, she's stunned. Alright. You're just gonna have to take the hits. Okay. Alright, so the witch is gone. Oop. Let's work on some of the others. Who has? You don't have any. You do 3 damage, you do 3 damage. Super fragile. Alright. That's it for that. So I tend to target whoever's got the least hit points as much as possible, just to reduce the complications and to reduce incoming damage. Okay. So, you can target. You can target. You're stunned. Rude. Okay. You're gonna have to... Still stunned. Alright, do I have enough to... Wow, there's plenty of damage to go around, so... Let's do that. Draw 2 cards. 1 random die. What did I want to do? You're not useful. You're stunned. After that. Okay. I had another brilliant plan. I have forgotten it. So we're going to do this. And we have... Alright. Okay. Nothing down there I want to play with. You can still be targeted by anyone. You. Have enough? Alright. No one else can do anything. That's the end of that. But now that I'm thinking of it, I could have done the cozy file. To remember what the cozy fire does. Remind me what the cozy fire does. That's strength. Or 3 endurance on the ally, but they don't necessarily have endurance. Right. That's why I can't be bothered. All right. Fair enough. All right. This can be useful because the wolf receives fragile a lot. This is fussy. All right. Ooh. Red keeps taking hits. I need to be shielding her better. Okay. So, shield or move red. Yeah. Okay. 3 blocks, 3 blocks. Same price. Move red out of the way. There we go. Into you with prey, you with prey. And now I can hit you from the side where I'm less likely to get pasted. Yes. Okay. Wait for everything to fire off. They're still doing that. Give red the tiniest bit. And we'll leave you there. And hit. Thank you. All right. Turn fragile into ironclad. You have fragile. So next time we get the chance, turn fragile into ironclad. Okay. With that, Okay. Let's see. First things first. You have prey, so get you. Get you actually. I don't think we're gonna need to worry too much about you. So we'll just wait you out. Alright. Firing off. And we have Prey is still in effect. And that is the end of you. Receives 2 strength but takes 3 damage. Receives 2 block. Let's do you. Although, I don't know that that's going to make a difference. But we've made it to the campfire. Heal the team. Unlock ability. We want to upgrade the Tidy Rat. Yeah, she's going to come in clutch when it comes time to face Snow White. Yeah. But for now, we'll go with Hansel because he does a certain amount of damage. Okay, so normal fight. Oof. Well, that's a useless roll. Not much better, if I'm being honest. Turn fragile and iron. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Howling Wolf. But not as of yet. So, let's swap you. Put prey on you. And then you've targeted. I don't have any hits left, but alright, what is your wolf receives 3 damage, enemy takes 1 damage, receives 2 fragile. Alright. I don't think it's worth I haven't swapped him in. That's interesting. I thought I had. Okay. I'm going to. I have 4 left. I'm going to defend the wolf and defend the boar. Not for the whole bit, but enough. Right. Gives me that. Okay. Allies receive 2 luck. All allies swap with a random neighbor. Okay, so what we want to do first of all is we can't do that at the moment. She's got 2 prey on her, so are you off? Hit you. Hit you. We're going after that. Alright, let's see. The wolf is gonna get poisoned, but you can take it. You can take it, right, wolf? We're hoping. Alright. Okay. Oh, well. We'll hold off on you for a minute. Alright, spawn wolf skin. Saves one weakness. Let's do that. You have a prey on you, can't be targeted, so going to exploit that. Now be targeted. That means that I can kick you from either side. Okay. Yep. Alright. My poor boar is taking the hits, so we'll do something about that. I could just put red on the outside and hope that nobody whacks the wolf. Alright. We still got prey on her. That. Rest on you. Okay. Wayside berries. She is offered a swap. We wondered what was in the bundle. Actually, we don't, because we know what was in the bundle. There's a card swap. Okay. Get through you to get to the campsite. Alright. Yeah. First things first. We're gonna feed our poor piglet. And then we're gonna swap. And then we're going to target. And we can now hit you. Hit you. I get a yes. You. And that's all that we can do. Alright. Receives 2 fragile. Now we can shield you. Alright. Okay, interesting. Everybody has fragile. I have a Howling Wolf card. Okay. You still have prey on you. Fragile removes block, so let's the end of you. Right, let's wait a second. And put them on you. On you. That's it. For ironclad. Ah. It's the end of that, and you now be targeted. Numerous sides. My boar is still a bit toasted. Okay. So you're going like that. So you are going to need to. Who can you hit? You can hit you. Let's hit first. Okay. So folks are going to have to take another round of hits. I would like to be able to shield the boar, but I don't have. I don't have anything that's going to be useful. Okay. Okay. First order of business is to get rid of you. Right, you can't be targeted. You already have prey. You're going after the boar, you're going after the wolf. And the boar gives himself 2 block. Do that. That. Yeah, it's gonna have to be done. Our character is stunned. Missing requirement. Oh. Alright. Do you have... Yes, we're just working on you. That's the end of that. I got one more I can. Rude. Say spawn minions. They spawn minions. Minions are great until you're the one. Minions are great when I'm spawning them. They're not so great when other people are spawning them. Alright. Yeah. That's gonna be. Sorry. That's gonna be it. Okay. No more minions. Okay, who's getting prey today? You are. Can you hit the other target? No, you cannot. So, I guess we're going after your friend, and you're going after my war. Okay, nothing else that can be done. The war's gonna just, they're gonna be at the tippity edge of everything. They're going after themselves. That's fine. You'll be dead soon. And I get you. Okay. I am, however, in trouble. Target receives 2 faint strength, but takes 3 damage. So, all right. So, campfire. Heal my team. What I want to do is red on the edge. Swap the rat in. All right. And I'm going to have to rely on the wolf not getting poisoned too much. Now. Okay. No idea if this is going to work. This is the first time I've done this where I've used the wolf to try and help people target from the outside. So. Alright, Snow White is pissed because something has happened to her dwarfs and she thinks that it was the wolf did it. Okay. Into this. All right. So, Ray has fired off. I could switches to his friendly side. I could put more block on people because the rat in particular, she's going to come after the bull. It takes any 2 cards. All right. Okay. She can be targeted. And I can get 3 solid hits in. And that's the end of that. And you would switch or you remove a status. I have to remember that that's what that does, because I'm going to need to start removing statuses next time around. All right. She's going to suck some dice out of me, too. All right. So... we're going to remove the poison. It's the end of that. Upgrade the passive. That is all I can do there. However, I can do this and then all right. I can do 1 hit. She like both heals and hurts herself. I almost wonder if I can use the rat on her, honestly. Okay. She's going after the wolf again. Removed poison, that's fine. Lying in wait. Yeah. Oh, wait. Shoot. I needed to trigger her. Wow, now I can't do that. Oh well. Wait a second. What does that do? Discard 1 card. What we got? Oh my dice went away. Alright, that didn't actually do anything. Alright. I've been swapping around again. That's not good. But that's a pretty good roll. So... let's do you. Let's do you, and let's do you. Up her strength. One's got any strength. Let's see if she keeps healing herself. I'm gonna have to do something about that. And I think she keeps swapping people around. Fragile into ironclad. Okay. I can't target her. I'm gonna have to target. I'm gonna target you. You have bias. Oh, that's weakness. That's not fragile. Okay. That was a waste. But I can still at least take one shot. And 2 shots. All right. All right. All right, she's going after the rat, so 3 and 3. You can be targeted. You can be targeted. Oh, because there's a prey on her. All right. I can only do 1. It's fine. I'm gonna clean up that poison. And we're going to do as much damage. Ooh. Not very much damage. Because we be weenies. So let's take the time to take that off. All right. Didn't do what I needed it to do. Triggers whenever Chin Hazel changes position. All right. Doing better than usual, but I'm still not doing very well. I'm missing something. In regards to my strategy here. You You can't afford to be poisoned at the moment. I feel like I've been missing this. They should have been giving out immunities, and I haven't been seeing them, but maybe they've been firing off and I just haven't noticed. Right, she's up to like 12 blocks. That's just ridiculous. You can't. No one can afford 4 damage. I mean, Hansel and Gretel could afford 4 damage. Isn't actually. Not me too much, really. And it costs an awful lot. Okay. I'm missing something about this. Okay. It needs HP. You can't do anything. Hit. And you can hit. And that's it. Nobody has any endurance, though. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything unless you know what kind of endurance, a way of creating endurance. Well, really, the only character I've seen that creates endurance is the gingerbread witch. And you can't have both of them at the same time. Do that. He's going after her. She just keeps stacking things on herself. Just that do, though, doesn't actually... Unless you're supposed to put endurance on Gretel. I don't get it. Okay. Okay, I need to take poisons off of people. Ooh. Sorry. Fortunately, prey is firing off as expected. And we are making a dent in her. We're making more of a dent in her than we have in the past. As long as my rat doesn't die too fast. Okay. Removed weakness. I need you to remove the poison rat. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna have to take hits. And that'll be it. Doesn't actually help. She turned poison into blood? What is going on with her? I don't understand her moveset. Alright. Still got prey. Take poison off of... Because I've not seen any of the immunities fire off. Which is why I was keeping the rat around to begin with. Alright. Not helping. There's an immunity. Just the one, though. All right. I guess immunity doesn't actually defend against poison, maybe? I don't know. I'm not understanding something about this. Okay. I'm understanding that the rat is dead, nearly dead, and so is the wolf. At which point prey becomes something that I don't have access to, and I'm gonna need to start swapping people around. You can't do anything. Okay. While prey is on her, let's do this. And yeah. You catch the wolf from whatever's going on, and then take my hits where I can. Is there anything that will spawn a die? Yes. Aim. There we go. Nobody has any strength on them. She turns her shield into her heel. Alright, the rat is gone. So I'm going to start taking damage a lot more. On the other hand, we do have... can I do it? Yes. Okay. What is Snow White's deal? Always go for the poison. What is Snow White's deal? Every 2 rounds, Snow White receives 2 poison, which deals damage to her. But the enemy receives 2 poison if she tosses it on you. Enemy receives 1 poison per 1 poison on Snow White and removes a poison from Snow White. So she gets 2 poisons, but she can put poison on other people. But a lot of the Red Riding Hood card or characters seem to damage themselves. I think there's been a misunderstanding. The house was empty, my friends the dwarves have vanished, and there are scratch marks from the wolf on a wall. There's another wolf. This one has been with me all day. Yes, we're all very touched. What you're telling me sounds very similar to my story. My grandmother has disappeared too. I was just on my way to the castle. Okay. Alright. 4 gives people block, which is very useful. Hansel is extra damage. I'm not using his swap mechanic. The tidy rat is a passive. I'm gonna do the same thing, only I'm gonna swap the boar in. And we're gonna see how many people are throwing debuffs around in the next one. But actually, I might wait until... Yeah, I might wait until later. We're gonna leave it here. And I think I can come back to this chapter because it's been 2 hours and I'm getting hungry. So we're going to quit out and we're going to say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.